Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the life of the crazy life that is the digital asset space. The digital asset space, amazing, absolutely amazing. I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about the Moneygram thing, but more importantly, about the community, the XRP community, the content providers, and how blessed we are to be able to hang out with them, right? And what I mean by able to hang out with them is, be able to, my mentor used to say to me, CJ, tune into, some great stations and stay for a while. Tune into some great orators and stay for a while, right? Hang out with them for a little while. So, get on YouTube, put in a CD, and hang out and stay for a while. And so that's what we get to do with some of the best content creators on YouTube, but more importantly in the XRP community. And Sam from the YouTube channel To The Life Post, Sam I Am, did a great breakdown on the entirety of the Moneygram Quarter 2 report, that audio, which I'm trying to find. So if any one of you guys know where I can find the full audio, I would love if you would, if you could put the link in the description, in the comments, that would be great. Or if you know who has it on their Twitter page or YouTube page, that would be awesome as well. Because I want to listen to that again. For me, right, it's about leveling up my financial IQ, right? Learning more about why Alex Holmes and the people from Moneygram are so excited, learning more about why they are so excited and the things that they're looking to do. But Sam really broke it down, given his background. He was able to really break down that audio, and I love some of the things that he mentioned, which lets us know again that it's always going to be about on-demand liquidity. It's always going to be about instantaneous payments. That is where we're going. That is the direction in which we're going. You guys heard me say on the video yesterday, a great business mind once said, find out where everyone else is going and then get there first. And that's what Moneygram is now able to do. It's a new revenue stream for them. It's going to be massive. We all know that Ripple, the genius in motion that is Ripple, embodies that statement. Find out where everyone else is going and then get there first. And so Sam broke it down. It was really, really good. Crypto Eddie added really to that. And when we talk about liquidity and market makers, and she brought to light the fact that SBI is all over that in terms of liquidity and being a market maker, and they have a relationship, and quite frankly have had a long-term relationship with MoneyGram. So when you tie Ripple the company and SBI the company and MoneyGram the company, you tie it together, and you understand that they all are trying to put this X rapid. They are not trying to. They are doing all things X rapid and XRP. Gotta get that. We have those three giants on our side. But Crypto Eddie had, she brought to light again, the fact that SBI is in there, essentially in the liquidity market making business. And what, again, you guys heard me say this, Mr. Kitao is no joke. That dude is the truth, right? And so he's bringing this system and creating this ecosystem that is massive. Like, the dude has thought of everything. He has thought of everything. He's got all the bases covered and then some. And so to know that he is such a big fan of the digital asset XRP, it's massive for it. Like, he has our back, if you will, right? He has our back. So that is exciting to know. But just think about this. Think about this. We had a dude from the XRP community breaking news, the Bank of America patent, and how Ripple, the company, is involved in that. That didn't come from CNBC. We, in fact, brought it to CNBC, right? We got Sam I Am breaking down that audio from Moneygram, breaking it down, bringing to light, helping us to level up our XRP IQ. You get how powerful that is. You get how blessed we are to be in this day and time. You get that? I mean, that is absolutely outstanding to be able to do it. And I put a comment on there, you know, I said on his video, and said, just great video. You know, thank you, right, for bringing that to us. That's where we are. You know, that ability to get the inside. And it absolutely makes sense. Now, am I going to listen to the full audio? Absolutely. For myself, absolutely, 100%. Because hey, who knows? I might come up with something, right? You know, I might learn something, right, from listening to that. So exciting times. And when I think about that, we got Ripple the company, we got Mr. Kitao and SBI the company, we got Alex Holmes and Moneygram the company. They have our back. They're not promoting another product. They're not working with another digital asset. They're working with XRP and looking to utilize that, increase volume, increase transactions, increase the utility, showcase the utility to the world. And we hold it. We hold the greatest digital asset ever created. So guys, tell me this. What do you guys think is going to happen on Monday? When the person from the Fed does this announcement, what do you think it's going to be? Right? Because there's a push for the Fed to build this system, you know, and there's a push for the Fed to improve the system. I would guess, I would say. And so what do you think is going to happen tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern time? You know, some people think that the Fed doesn't want to take the time and the money to build out this new system, to build new rails for this faster payments. You know, that some people think that they're going to the Fed is just going to say, we're going to let the private sector do it, right? FinTech and the private sector do it. What do you guys think? Or do you guys think that the Fed is going to do it? I know that, I believe Brad Kimes, Backup Kimes, he says that he believes the Fed's going to do it. So it's going to be interesting to see. What do you guys, I would love to hear, do you think that the Fed are going to do it themselves, or do you think that they're going to let the financial private companies, FinTech sector build it out? I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50. I'm neutral. I don't really know. I can see the benefits to each one. I'm trying to think, you know, the financial sector, Ripple does it in some way. They're going to be working with another company to kind of improve it, whether it would be some alliance with the NACHA, which is basically improving how the ACH system works. You know, so I'm very curious to find out how it's going to go. But all I do know that XRP will be all over it. I just got excited when I listened to that audio, and he said, you know, the MoneyGram has a pretty good, you know, back-end settlement system, but Ripple and RippleNet is going to transform that system. That's heavy. You know, that is heavy. And you know, you've heard me say on videos before, don't sleep on that RippleNet. Don't sleep on the network effect of the RippleNet, right? That is powerful, because if you're on the network, cool, but if you're not on the network, right, you don't want to be on the outside looking in. There's power in the network, right? There's power in the network. My mentor used to always tell me that, you know, the measure of your influence is in the power of your network, right? Who do you hang out with? Who do you know? Right? That type of thing. And you know, MoneyGram and all these different companies on that net will be able to network with each other. And that just strengthens the network. It strengthens the network. And so, you know, with Ripple being able to access MoneyGram's network is going to be massive. It's going to be massive. And we already know how MoneyGram benefits from being on the RippleNet and working with the company Ripple. And so, again, that's another genius thing for us as XRP holders. We're blessed to be a part of that. right? We're blessed to be a part of it. And just to think that we are the early adopters of this new financial system, and even more important than that, is we hold the greatest digital asset ever. You know what I mean? We hold the thing that is the foundation, the framework for this financial system. The settlement, being able to make those transactions and freeing up these Nostra Votios and freeing up the banks from having to pre-fund, it all comes back to us as consumers. We get to benefit from that. And Ripple, the company, will be the company that is, it's going to become a Google. It's no doubt in my mind it's going to become a Google. It's going to become an Apple. This fintech company that changed the world and changed a very important part of how the world works, and that's the financial system, right? But even bigger than that, and a lot of people sleep on it, but Love for Crypto always brings it up. Scott from Love for Crypto always brings it up. Even bigger than that is the ILP and the interoperability and connecting networks together. That's even bigger, but it's still from Ripple. So Ripple's the company who created that and gifted it. You see what I'm saying? So we're in a blessed time. It's about to get real, as they like to say. And I'm really looking forward to this thing tomorrow. There'll be a nugget or two. There'll be a hint or two. I know that we'll be able to find that points to Ripple and XRP. I'm certain. I don't know if it's going to be the breaking news stuff yet. The breaking news, I believe, is coming, but it's going to be in September, I think. I think whether it be Mnuchin or Mr. Powell or President Trump or maybe this lady, Miss Bernard, someone's going to mention Ripple, the company, but I don't think it's going to happen until September. It's a step-by-step thing. Don't sleep on the whole thing with China and the U.S. trade war. That's significant because it's about currency manipulation. It's about leveling the playing field and making sure China doesn't continue to take advantage and manipulate things going forward. That's really ultimately the bigger picture. And the U.S. and Japan and the U.K. are trying to figure out how they can make it better for everyone. That's a lot to do with the quote-unquote level playing field. So, guys, I hope you guys are excited. I hope you all are able to tune in tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern to hear a little bit more about what's going on with the faster payments task force and Federal Reserve and what they're looking to do. So, guys, listen. Never ever forget, old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. The battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.